USL, and Dean Linke with the call of the final.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. You see some of the, what do they call them, the Green Army, Dean, getting ready for the kickoff. Let's have a look at the Cleveland City Stars lineup. Bundu's the one I'm interested in tonight, the striker.
Well, he's outstanding. A great story coming over from Sierra Leone. Got to look with the Columbus Crew. In goal, though, Eric Reed. He had the best goals against average in USL D2. Good goalkeeper.
Look at the substitutes available for the City Stars tonight.
Of course, Adam Roode scored the winner against Richmond to put Cleveland here in this championship game. Nice weapon off the bench.
Charlotte, well, everyone talks about Dustin Swinehart, but for my money, Steve Shack is a key player in this side.
Well, you're talking about a former #1 draft pick in Major League Soccer. Loves what he does in Charlotte as part of their sports ministry group. He's also the assistant coach. But Herrera up top is very dangerous.
Again, look at the bench there. As the players, well, they're raring to go, aren't they? Nervous before it starts, but right now we're underway. Perched up high above the field here. As the ball is played forward. This portion of the game is brought to you by Sprint Turf. Sprint Turf, the smart choice in synthetic turf systems. Charlotte work it up this near side. Rife plays it diagonal. It's under hit there, the driven ball. It's there to be won. Hard challenge from the Cleveland midfielder. As you see there, Cleveland, the home side, they're going to be in green tonight, going from left to right. Charlotte wearing their traditional orange jersey. They'll be attacking the goal to the left of your screen. There's an early ball driven forward by Bryant. Under hit again. So Cleveland can push on here. Tries to slip it in behind the center half. It's going to be a throw-in for the Charlotte Eagles.
Well, and Andrew, in talking to Mark Steffens, the head coach of the Charlotte Eagles, who I'm sure we'll see in just a little bit, he definitely wants to keep it on the floor, keep possession. He said last year they were a long ball type team, but they like to keep it on the turf. He also said defend as a team, 11 defenders. Everybody needs to defend, and then set pieces. They got some big guys, Cleveland does. They're very dangerous on set pieces.
Schulte confident there, plays it away, but you know what? He maybe should have just got rid of it, because it's going to be a corner here, and it's an invitation for the big boys to come up from the back. Charlotte can swing this one into the box, and this is a chance here early on. Ryan Stewart's gone across to take it.
And watch out for Muso Atieno, the big Kenyan. He can come in and score some goals along with Schulte.
Swinehart back, everybody back for Charlotte. Swung into the back post, and it's Swinehart who heads it behind. It came off a Cleveland player last. No, it didn't, said the referee. It's going to be another corner.
But that was Atieno they were looking for. The big Kenyan is 6'3" and a great target player. That's the guy they want to get on these corner kicks, Andrew.
Yeah, you can see that the responsibility to mark him goes to Swinehart. So another corner. This time it'll be an in-swinger from Jason Hodgkin. Off that left foot. Again, to the back post, and again it's Swinehart who heads clear. Not fully away. Looping ball back in. They're looking for offside. The keeper comes out, punches down. Still not away properly. Nice turn of pace there from Stewart. Just outside the 18-yard box. Probably need to get it wide here. Here's Hodgkin. Can he get the ball across? He swings it in, but it's a little off target, so Charlotte can build now as they weather the early storm. That's a good ball out to this near side. Here come the Eagles. Heavy touch there, and the move breaks down, so Cleveland can bring it back.
That was Herrera, though, wearing the number 10 jersey for Charlotte. That was so dangerous. The one you said had a great ball. Look at him go here.
Just plays it in, but it's going to be defended away. Toby gets it across. Lively start to this game. Hodiger, the former Pittsburgh Riverhound, plays it back.
Hodiger, a star for Barry Gorman at Penn State, way offside there.
I just had a look down because you're right, the flag was up very quickly.
He was a good 5-6 yards out there. There's Martin Rennie, though. I was very impressed. Was able to watch his training yesterday, Andrew. Actually went indoors with the training, did defensive tactics, then took a break. They played from soccer, tennis, went back and went over their offensive game plan.
Yeah, good young coach. That's a poor delivery out of the back from Charlotte. They concede possession, throw in Cleveland. 10 off. Another one of these players on the field tonight with USL 1 experience. Nice flick on there. Won't quite fall for them. Well done there, Steve Shacken. A nice hold, but then he gives it away. Just a few nerves coursing through the veins of some of these players right now. That's a strong challenge. Still with Cleveland. 10 off. Nice ball up to the forward. Gets it wide. Chance for a cross here. Stovall plays it in. It's behind the two strikers. And Charlotte will just clip it away and concede a throw-in on this near side at the halfway line. Tenoff's going to leave it for the wide player there. Stovall asked to move back a yard.
Well, Stovall has been asked to do a lot, including move back to right back. He's normally a midfielder, but he has been solid since moving to right back for Martin Rennie.
It's a hopeful ball in. Good header back in the end from Jonah Long. So Charlotte will thump it away. Kevin Trapp in goal for the Eagles tonight. Drives it forward. Swinehart, nice flick. Maybe a half chance here, but it just runs away from Shishemba. And Cleveland will try and build.
Of course, you need to remember when you see Kevin Trapp back there, here's a guy who led Western Mass in minutes a year ago, but he's not been the starter. The starter, of course, has been Terry Boss. He's only the goalkeeper of the year in USL D2, but Andrew got a red card in the semifinal game. What a heartbreaker for Mr. Boss, but you know, he said that the man behind him, Trapp, has worked so hard together that he feels like they'll be in good hands. But can you imagine, goalkeeper of the year, you don't get to play in the final?
It's tough, isn't it? But you know, you have to play by the rules, and it's just one of the unfortunate things. Of course, when you're in the semi-final game, you just want to get to the final, regardless of what happens. Boss, you'll recall, was with the Puerto Rico Islanders last year, USL First Division. That's going to be a throw-in for Cleveland.
Of course, Boss's brother, Kevin Boss, all he did was win a Super Bowl championship in his rookie year with the New York Giants, and his brother, Terry, went to every single game in the playoffs and the Super Bowl.
Bundu plays it across. Chance for an overlap, but the ball is too high there for the left back. And it'll be a throw now for the Charlotte Eagles. 7th minute, no score. Looking for Swinehart, who, as always, causes problems, makes a nuisance of himself wherever possible up there. The veteran goal scorer. Hooked on. Bundu tries to flick it on in turn. And Charlotte play it away. It'll be a throw-in now for the Eagles on the far side. Good crowd here tonight. Full house for this game. As you have a look there at Salyu Bundu, and there's the crowd behind him. And again, the throw up the line, and again, it'll be possession conceded by Cleveland as Charlotte push on. And again, another throw in for the Eagles. Looking to use the pace of Sejemba down in the corner. It's going to bounce out, and it'll be another throw in now. And you know, they do have a long throw specialist, Dean. And yeah, there you see, Shaq's going to come up for this one. So this is a chance for Charlotte.
There's a good look there at Mark Steffens, really drawn to the Charlotte Eagles because of the sports ministry program, but a Hall of Fame coach, as I said, and he's celebrating 35 years marriage to Diane on Monday, and said he could think of no better anniversary gift to give her than another championship for Charlotte.
Ben Johnson hurls it in, half chance, it's headed down. Well done, Cleveland there. Little chip into the box, and this is a chance. He's onside, good save at the near post. It'll be a corner kick.
Nice service inside as well, and good turn there by Herrera. We mentioned his explosive attack. Look at him chest this one down and turn it. a la Felix Garcia of Laredo Heat. Nice job by the Colombian Herrera.
Just staying on side. And here is Herrera to whip it in from this near side. We'll be looking for the forehead of Dustin Swinehart. Goes to the back post. Headed down, chance for a strike. And it's blocked away. Swinehart threatens, but Reed is strong enough to hold him off. And then that's a poor throw out from the goalkeeper. Can Herrera keep it in? He can. Early ball in, parried away. It'll be, I think, a corner kick for the Charlotte Eagles.
Well, we mentioned Mark Steffens wanted to keep the ball on the turf, and they are doing it. How about the precision of these passes for the team in orange?
Yeah, they've started brightly. Actually going to be a throw down here. It's Josh Rife, so another long throw specialist. They're not afraid to play direct football, Charlotte, if necessary. Some movement in the box. The throw comes in. They're holding Swinehart off. Not away yet. Now it's headed down and away. Charlotte get it wide. Herrera. Back to Rife. Rife across the middle. Shijemba sets it back as Charlotte continue to build here. There's a ball in for Swinehart, who tries the slip header on, and it ends up back at the feet of Reed. This portion of the game brought to you by USLLive.com, USL's official broadband channel. It's your source for soccer action 24 hours a day. And after a bright start, Dean, Charlotte have pegged Cleveland back a little bit here, haven't they?
They have indeed, by not playing that direct ball that you mentioned, but keeping the ball down and possessing it. And when they get back, now watch this, he's not going to ping it long. He's going to try to play through the middle of the field, and they'll look for Herrera. He finds Shijemba.
Herrera actually made a good run there, but Shijemba didn't spot it, so it's going to be out on this near side with Darren Toby. Now back to Rife. Plenty of options in the middle. He drives it across to the far side.
That's 12 passes already.
Ben Johnson over there.
Can you imagine a Cleveland
Charlotte enjoying possession here early on. Second Division Championship game. Drops it back, and now it's dropped down the line for Swinehart to chase. And, well, he slides in. That's got to be a free kick. As Swinehart didn't want Schulte to shepherd it into touch. I think it's Schulte down there, is it? And it's going to be a free kick for Cleveland.
Take a look at it here. Yeah, it was the captain-on-captain matchup. It was the matchup we wanted to see, but interestingly, you'd think it would be Schulte taking down Swinehart, but Swinehart with the little clip right there. And one thing about the Charlotte Eagles team, though, they do not foul a whole lot. They always are regulars for the Fair Play Award, as you know, Andrew, at the USL Awards and AGM meetings.
Yeah, I've watched Charlotte play many times over the year. They're not afraid to kick you. Don't worry about that. And Cleveland won't mind that. They're the home side, of course, and they'll give as good as they get. Reed to drive it away then for the City Stars. Into the wind, up to the halfway line. Hooked on. Looking for some help from the keeper there. It's outside his box, so he has to just volley clear. And Pottinger with the touch out. It'll be a throw-in now for the orange Charlotte Eagles. Again, Swinehart with a burst of pace. Can he get on the end of it? He can. Drops it through the middle. And Reed off his line. Well done by the goalkeeper.
How scrappy Dustin Swinehart is. You know, he's 34 years young out there. Talked to him before the game. You don't see the pass that he made trying to find Shijemba, who hammers Schulte in the back. But 34 years young, says he thinks he can play another 10 years, and look at him out there.
10 years. Well, we'll see, but I wouldn't put it past him. It's not a bad ball, actually, that little diagonal. And it'll be a throw-in for Cleveland, who are rewarded for their endeavors there. Yeah, Swinehart, he's one that, you know, him and Shaq there, both of them certainly capable of playing at the next level. Both have played at the next level, but have chosen to play for the Charlotte Eagles.
And they're not going anywhere. They absolutely love what they're doing for the Eagles.
throw in here for Cleveland. And again, a long throw is going to be the delivery into the middle. It's a half chance, and it's in! 1-0 Cleveland. Inside the first 15 minutes, the City Stars take the lead.
Unbelievable throw-in from Schulte. He's got that long throw-in, and Musiatieno was there, but I'm not sure if maybe it went off one of the Eagles in. Let's take a look at it here. Here comes the long throw-in. As you see it on your monitor, it looks like it goes off the Charlotte player right there. It's an own goal. Is that Shaq?
I think it might be, you know. He was unsighted, Dean. The ball dropped over the shoulder of the player in front of him. Oh, that's unfortunate. It just hit him, didn't it?
That is Steve Shaq. It went right over Atieno. It just hit him and went in the goal. Wow.
It's unfortunate, but you're going to be disappointed there if you're the defender, because that is a ball that has to be cleared. So, the home team 1-0 up, and maybe just a little bit against the run of play. Ball dropped in as Charlotte are now going to have to chase Cleveland. Josh Reif down the line. Well, I don't know if you heard the PA announcer there. He's credited one of the Cleveland players with the goal.
And that's not right, though. As you see right here, it comes right off of Shaq and just bounces in. I mean, that's one of the strangest goals I've ever seen. Yeah, Musa deserves a lot of credit because that big old frame affected where Shaq was doing. Didn't think the ball was going to come to him, but definitely an own goal, Andrew.
Yeah, that's one for the dubious goals committee as Swinehart goes to ground, and the referee says goal kick. Swinehart was looking for a penalty, but not going to get one there. Not sure who's on the USL dubious goals committee, but
well, it won't be too hard to see that one. Yeah, to see it plain as day and
live on television.
And I think even the PA announcer here will get it straight at least by halftime, because it's clear that it went off of Shaq and in, and you feel for Steve Shaq. I can't imagine that's ever happened to him before, at least not in that way, where he's just standing there.
Well, I'll tell you what, he scored a few at the other end. Don't worry about that. And won't affect him too much, I'm sure. So a dream start for Cleveland, and there's an example of Charlotte not being afraid to leave the boot in there. That was a bit late, you know, and it's going to be a yellow card for Jonah Long. He well, you know what you're doing, don't you? Just left it in above the ankle, and painful, but hopefully nothing more than that. And you know what? It brings up another chance for Cleveland to whip it in.
Oh, yeah, he got him on the foot. Indeed, he came in pretty hard there. And Jonah Long, he's the defensive midfielder, if kind of a little bit of a bulldog there, but another one of the great stories of the Charlotte Eagles. Been with them for quite a long time, but actually headed over to Australia and Iceland for a couple missionary trips where he also played soccer over there. Again, part of that extensive sports ministry program led by the Charlotte Eagles. There's Jonah Long. He's in the books, though.
Yeah, he's going to have to be on his best behavior for the next 70 minutes or so. And it was Jason Hodgkin, the player that got kicked.
Here's a guy who actually spent some time with the Charlotte Eagles and called up Martin Rennie, wanted to come in. He really wasn't fit, hadn't been playing in a little while, but stayed around. By about finally mid-season, he was fit enough to play, and now he's a starter.
Stovall will take the free kick for Cleveland. Just looking to drive it in. It's not a bad ball. It's off the shoulder of Brian Stewart, and that's behind for a goal kick.
Let's go Stars!
Hodgkin rejoins the action. Good to see. No real damage there. Of course, in this game, it'll have to be something pretty serious to keep you off the field. It's all or nothing tonight. They're playing for all the marbles. This is the championship game. Trapp drives it clear. Swinehart flicks on. Oof, that was a strong challenge over there. He looked like he jumped in there a little bit. Brady Bryan. It's not going to work out for Cleveland, though, as Charlotte push on. Good tackle there at the last, and it'll be a goal kick, and the Charlotte player is down.
That's the Jembo. What a burst of speed he's got. He's got an extra gear. Some quickness from Robert Zajemba, but the big man, the Kenyan in the back, Atieno, who helped lead to the goal for Cleveland, was the man who took down Zajemba. How about that extra notch there he put out?
Yeah, I think he got the ball, and the contact came afterwards, but we'll see if we can have another look at it. See, he's in a bit of discomfort. Swinehart will have a look. What do you think, Dean?
Looks like, oh yeah, he just made a bigger meal out of that as he hopped over it a couple times inside the box there. I think exactly you called it right the first time, Andrew, as you normally do.
Sometimes. 20th minute. 1-0 Cleveland. Dream start for the home side. Charlotte with a corner to the top of the 18. That's well hit, and that's cleared off the line. Headed on target, but just high. Goal kick.
Well, Eric Reed was having nothing to do with that one, but it was cleared off the line. As you take a look at Steve Shack, well struck.
Yeah, Shack trying to make amends for the own goal, but he couldn't get the ball under the crossbar.
I think it was Godfrey Tenoff that cleared it off the line, wearing the number 8 jersey.
Tenoff, formerly with the Minnesota Thunder. Might have spelled in Indiana as well in the first division.
Did 10 years in the first division. Wanted to be reunited with that guy right there, Mark Schulte. They played at Dayton together, and now they're back playing again together here for Cleveland.
Slip header on there from Ryan Stewart. This portion of the game brought to you by Umbro. Umbro, true to soccer since 1924. Bring it on. Punted away there by Trapp. Great distance on the delivery. Direct football from Charlotte. Bouncing around in the box. They'll just have to hook it clear here. And it's not well done there by the Cleveland defense. Nice flick from Swinehart. Flag up though. Offside the decision. Free kick Cleveland City Stars. Zajemba still struggling.
Yeah, Robert Zajemba, you know, remember last year when Harrisburg, the City Islanders won the USL D2, that game going to penalty kicks over Richmond. Zajemba was a member of the Richmond team, Andrew, but his dad was on his deathbed, has AIDS over in Uganda. He left Richmond, went over there, got him into a clinic, and now he's doing fine. It's one of those miracle stories, and Robert Zajemba could not say enough about how his dad is doing.
That is a remarkable story. As Cleveland get it out to the far side. Tolleson down the line. Now played square. Cleveland build. Good ball out to this near side. It's Tenoff. Oh, lovely ball inside. The flag is up. I'll tell you what, that was pretty close, because I'm not sure that Ben Johnson wasn't holding him on there. The right back on the far side.
I love that combination with Stovall making the overlapping run to get it to Tenoff. Wow, that's tight right there as you see it.
I think he's onside. I think that's a poor decision by the assistant referee.
Nice diagonal run, and Tenoff kind of knew he was going to make it.
Swinehart, lovely flick on, great technique. Comes to nothing though as Cleveland bring it under control and push forward. Pottinger tackled. Tolleson now. Remember, Charlotte trailing. There's a strike from distance. Hit it well, but that's comfortable save there for Eric Reed. And you know what? I don't know if Zajemba's going to come back on. As he went down, it looked like maybe the studs kind of raked him down that ankle and maybe the calf.
Yeah, it could be the field turf situation. I think you're right. I don't think it was that Atieno hit him all that hard, but as he was dancing around Atieno, he may have got stuck in the turf a little bit. I think you're right.
Torai Daka has actually come on, we're told, to replace him. So that's bad news for Charlotte. And it's unfortunate, isn't it, in the championship games you get knocked out of the action midway through the first half.
Make no mistake, though, Daka can slice and dice out there. When he was with the Cascade, he had 10 goals and 12 assists, and in college he had 18 goals and 9 assists. He can flat out.
That's a good ball in. Diagonal ball in with 2 in the middle. One of them Swinehart. They head it behind. Safety first from Otieno. It'll be a corner kick now for the Charlotte Eagles. And yeah, he looks quite lively. Torai Daka. Another big boy.
Stephen said that he can flat out skin guys, to use his expression.
Well, Mark certainly knows his players. That's going to mean some pace as Charlotte play a little short corner, and they shouldn't have let him through there. Chance for a strike, it's blocked down. Here's Daka, the substitute. Plays it square, back it comes to him. Swings it in, I think that took a deflection, did it? No, goal kick, says the referee.
There's a good look at Daka. Really not a big drop-off, actually. Zajemba, more of a central forward player, but Daka can play on the wings, cut inside. He'll sit behind Swinehart in the middle of the field right now, so... And Zajemba is actually being carried over there to the bench. That doesn't look good.
And he's not going to play any further part in this game. There's Tenov. And there is Schweinhardt. Bearded at this time of year. I guess that's the playoff beard. Playoff stubble, playoff beard.
Yeah, a lot of them solidarity. A lot of them with beards out there.
Nice touch there. Tackled back though by Cleveland. Well played there by the striker. Can they get it wide? There's a player overlapping. Charlotte across to cover, but it's still Cleveland. Tackle in. Oh, hard challenge by Shack. Play continues. Took a deflection and really caught that one square in the face there, the Cleveland midfielder. It's going to be a goal kick, though, as Jason Hodgkin, well, he's been in the wars tonight, hasn't he?
He's in this war right here as Shack comes in, and he'll just take right off the noggin, and he'll go down. As that never feels good, Andrew.
Yeah, that leaves a mark. Caught that right on the ear. Shack don't mind. Wry smile from the veteran. No Nelson Aquari this year for Charlotte, and I know that they missed him, the defender who moved on and has played just about every minute of the season for the Charleston Battery.
Of course, they're also missing Jacob Coggins, who led them in scoring a year ago, but that doesn't seem to bother them. Swinehart picked up that load.
He certainly did. Great ball out to this near side from Herrera. Here comes Charlotte. Slipped into the back post, but that one is overhit by Joe Cabway. Bring up a goal kick. Yeah, Quarry with Charleston. Well, the Battery have gone on and earned a spot in the US Open Cup final, US Soccer's national championship. So he's also going to feature in a championship game this year. And the Battery will play DC United on September 3rd. I think that one is live on FSC, live from RFK Stadium.
Make no mistake, another great tribute to the level of play here in the United Soccer Leagues, whether it's First Division, right here, Second Division, PDL. Unbelievable display a couple weeks ago in Laredo.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a good ball slipped in, but it's tackled away. They're on their toes tonight, the City Islanders defenders. Lumped clear. City Stars, of course. City Islanders. I was thinking of Harrisburg there for a second. Here come Cleveland. And that one is hammered wide, Dean, and might have been better off just trying to lift that into the middle. He had the two strikers there.
That man's been busy, though. Hodgkin, left side, right side. He's all over the place for Cleveland, the City Stars. But really, though, with the score 1-0, most of the play and the possession has been held by the team trailing, the Charlotte Eagles.
They certainly enjoyed the better of the opening, but it was a strange goal that Cleveland scored. But they all count, as the old saying goes.
Look at that effort right there of Swinehart. How would you like to play against him for 90-plus minutes, just gnawing at you the entire time and still able to score goals? He is a quality player. I know that, as you know, we mentioned Steve Shack. Here's a guy that several teams have tried to get, even Major League Soccer teams have tried to get, but he's not going anywhere.
Didn't go on loan with Richmond at one point when they were still in the First Division, but happy in Charlotte. Here's Johnson now, so we'll expect another long throw. Maybe looking for Shack at the near post to flick on. Swinehart is loitering at the back post, loitering with intent. Here's the throw in, looking for Swinehart, who came sprinting across, and he earns his side a corner kick.
dangerous throw in. Ben Johnson, who's about 5'5", playing that right back position. Mark Steffen says he plays like he's 6'5".
Great distance on the throw. It's going to be an outswinger from the far side. Lifted into the middle and headed down. Shaq underneath it. Holds off his man, gets it down the line. Chance for a cross here. In it comes, and it's just wide. It was just looking for a tap in, wasn't it? But it's going to be behind for another corner.
How about Steve Shaq, though, in the 18-yard, shielding off 3 green jerseys, and he's the man that'll end up dropping it over here. Watch this as it gets played back in. Look at Shaq. 3 of them around him, then gets it back to Johnson. He puts it across the frame. Swinehart somehow gets his foot on it, but if Daka was lurking far post, they can put one in there, Charlotte can.
Eric Reed will be not too happy with his back 4 there. Here's the delivery from Herrera. Good ball in. Did that strike the arm? No real appeals. The shot from Shaq is parried away, and that's a terrific clear by Cleveland. Charlotte try and build again. Good work from the Cleveland City Stars forwards. Otieno heads down. There to be one, 50-50. Well done, Cleveland. Stewart now gets it wide to Tenoff. Tenoff tries to whip it in early. Great ball. Good touch from Bundu. Thought about the shot, gets it wide. Win picking up here. That's a good ball into the back post, and Charlotte concede a corner kick.
And what a great counterattack. It all started when Brady Bryant tried to go long with the pass, and then they'll come back. Cleveland City 5 passes in a row. They'll send this one over far post, and just cleared out the last minute as lurking over there. The Cleveland City Stars, I like that play. And you know what that shows, though? Mark Steffen said keep it on the ground. Bryant tried to do the long ball, and the counterattack got started.
You get it in the mix, so you got a chance, don't you? This portion of the game brought to you by USLsoccer.com. Get the latest scores, standings, and news by visiting USL's official website, USLsoccer.com. Hodgkin with a delivery into the back post. That's going to be another corner as Daka just rather awkwardly but effectively clears that one behind. Torre Daka helping out on defense. This time it'll be Stewart as Cleveland turn up the pressure on this Charlotte defense. Stewart with the delivery to the back post, overhit that one, and it'll bounce behind and out for a goal kick. Half an hour gone, Dean, and well, it's going according to plan for Cleveland.
Well, they got a gift, as you know, by Steve Shaq accidentally knocking that one in. Not Steve Shaq's fault at all. I'm certainly not saying that one, but when Musa Otieno got in the way, I like the play with both teams, though, when they keep it on the ground, quickly popping it all over the field, left to right, and driving in some crosses in front of the frame.
Swinehart trying to bring that one down. The touch actually ended up at the feet of the Cleveland player. Send it forward for Salyu Bundu. And, again, the tackle's flying in. It'll be another throw in now for Cleveland. Down in front of the big home crowd they've got cheering them on over there.
Hodgkin getting a little airtime here on FSC.
Hey, that's right. Hopefully his mum's watching. Probably didn't like the way he got the ball driven into his ear earlier. Looks like he's okay. Oh, that's a nice touch, isn't it? And there's a chance here. Oh, he should have done better, but it doesn't matter. But I don't think it's going to count, Dean. The flag's up. It's not going to count. It'll be disallowed because Salyu Bundu had just crept offside, and that is a poor defensive play there by Charlotte as it ends up back with the goalkeeper. He's onside there. That should have been a goal.
That's Bundu right there, as he was involved in the initial part of it. Unbelievable service, though, to find him. You think he was onside, huh, Andrew?
I think he was, but we'll see if we can't look at that again, because I think he came in from an onside position. So that's a talking point, definitely, if you're a Cleveland fan.
Interesting to see. It looks like maybe when he played it back in the other way, he may not have stepped back on side. At least that's what the linesman saw, I guess.
Ten minutes to go till half-time. Cleveland showing that they can attack as well as defend. Here they come with 10 off. Pound for pound, he's probably one of the better players on the field technically. Daka, good ball out, and now the break is on for Charlotte. They slip it through the middle looking for Swinehart's pace. Cut out though.
Schulte, of course, the two-time defender of the year. Let's take another look at that last one called offside. Here's Bundu. He's on right there. He's definitely on. He's on by a couple of feet.
I'll tell you what, he's almost on when he kicks it, but again, that's a poor decision from the official on this near side. That should have been 2-0. Free kick for the Charlotte Eagles, who, well, they won't mind that, will they?
They will not mind at all. When they see that again, though, the Cleveland City Stars, Martin Rennie, hope there's not a monitor in his locker room at halftime, because it was clear as day right there, Andrew.
That was. Well, it's, you know, it's not easy if you're there making those decisions, but that's what you're paid to do. You've got to get them right. You see the Sprinter scoring summary. Musa Otieno in the 14th minute is credited with the goal, but it was actually an own goal by the Charlotte Eagles defender Steve Shack. At least it was from where we were sitting, Dean Linke. The official goal scorer given there, but we'll see if that is not changed. I'm sure it will be. Eric Reed to take the goal kick for Cleveland. He goes short here to Otieno. Puts him under a bit of pressure there, because that's not dealt with very well. Now they'll just lump it away. Always the safer bet. And now Otieno heads to the halfway line. Good flick. Hard challenges flying in, but it pops down for Charlotte. Here they come then on this near side. Joe Cabway hit the back of a Cleveland player. Little flick from Swinehart, who goes to ground. Nothing given. Daka. Out to the right back, Josh Rife. Good ball in. Daka can't get it on target. He had a chance to try and slip one in there, but wide of the target, goal kick.
Yeah, like Ben Johnson coming forward from the back as well to get involved. Both the left wing and the right wing here very active for the Charlotte Eagles. Let's take a look at it here. Ben Johnson drives that one in, as you said. I'm not sure if that hit Daka's head or shoulder.
Terrific ball in, isn't it? And, you know, it hit his arm or his shoulder, but, you know, sometimes they fly in off the shoulder. You see it all the time, don't you? If you watch a lot of soccer, as the ball now is played in, that'll be offside, certainly. And a free kick then for Cleveland with, what, about 7 or 8 minutes to go till half-time. And Cleveland, well, 1-0 up. It could have been 2, should have been 2. But they will be very happy if they can get into the locker room with a 1-0 lead here at home.
Well, you got to love the way that they've they'll let Charlotte keep possession, but when they get the ball, are they quick to get it up the field and cross it in?
Here comes Charlotte again. Out to this near side. Heavy touch, but they get the ball away. Daka turns into a bit of trouble. Sets it back to Rife. Now Shack. Shack looks up, left-footed, driven ball. Didn't really catch it cleanly. And that is good defending as Cleveland bang it away. And that's just good attacking plays. No problem there with the way he did that. Bundu goes for glory! What a strike! Left-footed goal, hammered home, and now it is 2-0.
From that, man, they took one away from him, and he came right back and said, hey, try to stop this one, Kevin Trapp. I'll tell you what, if the net's not there, that thing would still be flying. Look at him slice and dice, just the overall effort he takes. Then he gets inside, doesn't even have to cut it back, just dials it up and hammers it home. What what a shot! One more time here. Left-footed thunder, are you kidding me? Side netting almost took his head off.
He hit it well, didn't he? But you've got to question the goalkeeper in there, Kevin Trapp, beaten at his near post. And, well, for my money, you've got to expect your goalkeeper to make that save. Well done to Bundle. You know, he could have played it square and it would have been a tap-in for the other striker. But he's obviously a confident young man and smashed it home. We'll give him credit there, and I tell you what, he was hit very fiercely, so maybe not that savable for Trapp.
Well, you almost got to give him the assist because he took it away from this man right here, Ben Johnson, just about 20 yards in front of midfield, and walked it in and hammered it.
So it's 2-0 Cleveland, Dean, and should have been 3. And this is a critical time of the game. 5 minutes to go till half-time. And here he comes again. Bundu on the far side. This time he slows it up and brings it back to the midfield.
Great news, fans, you just won a free one-day pass to the Cleveland State Rec Center.
Fouls coming in now for Charlotte. They concede a free kick on the far side. Hodgkin, again, he has been in the walls tonight.
Well, it's good to see Herrera there because in the first 10 minutes we couldn't say his name enough with Swinehart, but he's gone missing a little bit here, and when he goes missing, that Charlotte offense will struggle. They've got to get the ball to Herrera and get him back involved again, Andrew.
Yeah, they absolutely do. I spoke to Dave Irving, the head coach of the Wilmington Hammerheads, before this game, actually earlier this week, and he said, you know what, this Cleveland team, they're a very good side. They've got some technical players, and they're pacey, and we've seen that tonight. And of course, we know Charlotte's very good as well, but at the moment, Cleveland just looking the better side.
Forget that Terry Boss, the goalkeeper of the year in USL D2, is sit this one out.
Some games tomorrow in the first division, which is still continuing. Charleston down in Miami. Montreal take on Atlanta. Big game there. And Seattle, Carolina has a half chance here and headed over the top. Goal kick, Charlotte. As Cleveland just trying to push home their advantage.
Well, you said it best, Andrew. You were wondering about Kevin Trapp not coming off of this line, and watch him. They'll have a meal inside as he'll stay in front. Now he'll finally come out. Now it's wide open. If that one's on frame, it's 3-0.
Out of position there. A little bit. Those games, the first division games, all available live and on demand at USLlive.com. Actually going down to the Charleston-Miami game, looking forward to that. Here's Shack. Square from Rife. Up for Swinehart, allowed to turn. Knocked to the ground, and that'll be a free kick for the Charlotte Eagles. Schulte saying he got the ball, but it wasn't him that committed the foul. 3 minutes to go till half-time. And this is an opportunity for Charlotte. If they can pull one back here, it'll give them all sorts of hope.
Jeremy Tollisty's still arguing about the fact he didn't think he pushed Swinehart from here. It looked like he shoved him in the back. Swinehart did a good job to earn the free kick.
There's no rookie. If he feels a bit of contact and thinks it'll help his team, why not go down? And, well, you know what? This isn't too far out for a strike. We'll see. It's Herrera, leaves it for Swinehart, slips it into the box. They try and work the clever one, and Cleveland, cleverer by half, earn a goal kick.
Good dummy there by Herrera, trying to find Jonah Long, but the pass a little bit too long for Long.
Yeah, that one reminiscent of the goal England conceded in the 1998 World Cup against Argentina. They just dropped it into the box like that. An invention from the Charlotte head coach, Mark Steffens. And that's got a chance, you know, he's going to get there, and it's a save from the keeper, Trapp. Wow, Ryan Stewart just showing his pace, running onto that ball from Bundu.
Great ball by Bundu. Right, and it's almost like he knows exactly where Stewart is before Stewart does. Better work, though, by that man, Trapp, who's got to be feeling a little bit shell-shocked. Good job coming out there. Big save, really. 3-0 and close the door, Andrew.
Yeah, 3-0 at halftime, and it's lights out, in my opinion, for Charlotte.
How about this guy, though? What a story. Sayul Bundu. A rocket shot. Here's a guy from Sierra Leone. There's all that war going on over there. Said he walked for 2.5 weeks with his mom and brother to get to Guinea. Then his brother won the lottery that allowed them to come over to the United States. Those three, several family members back over there. His father sadly died in the war in Sierra Leone. And here's a guy, though, that Columbus Crew wanted to sign him, but his paperwork wasn't right. They might be looking again after this one.
That is a tragic story as Daka now brings it forward for Charlotte. Trying to get something going here, but he runs into a wall of players. Rife on the right foot. Slips it in. Nice header from Swinehart. Sharp header. Again, bouncing forward at the edge of the 18. Away by Otieno. Bundu, the target man up front. Really challenged for that there. 10 off. In with the 50-50. That was a hard challenge. They actually both missed the ball. And Otieno just happy to lump it clear again. Be a free kick for Cleveland. At the halfway line. We've played 45 minutes. They're adding 2 minutes on, Dean. And I guess that was for the earlier injuries as we see another player knocked to his backside. Well, Shashemba knocked out of the game midway through the half.
Yeah, indeed, and I think you're right. I mean, Daka's a talented player, but Sajemba is one of those guys that can run right down the middle of the field and take some balls from Swinehart and Herrera. Daka will slice and dice it, a little more of a creative midfield player.
Well, if they didn't know about him before the game, they know about Bundu now. Otieno up there, and it's a really safe, comfortable catch for Kevin Trapp. There's the half-time whistle from the referee in a good half. Quickly, Dean, your thoughts?
Well, impressive display. I think Charlotte early on did what they wanted to do, kept the ball on their turf, but Cleveland had the answer. 2 big goals. Bundu is a name you're going to hear a lot.
2-0 to Cleveland at half-time. We're going to send it down to the sideline to Mr. Steve Bell.
Thanks, guys. Plenty to cover coming up during the break, including stats, highlights, and a conversation with 2 of the people that helped put this championship event together. Stay tuned. You're watching the USL 2 Championship from Cleveland, Ohio. Don't go anywhere. Plenty to come during the halftime.